Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I want to show my last game before I got duelist as a Mistweaver monk. I I played as a Fistweaver monk most of the time, and it was fun. I would say Midnight Season 1 was very interesting for me as a healer who started healing competitively as a I would say since last expansion. That's when I was getting into PvP more. But overall, my healer experience was okay. So, climbing and falling through the floor. I've healed Solo Shuffle for 2 expansions, and I still don't fully understand the MMR system, and I dislike how it functions in practice. Progress often feels painfully slow and fragile. You spend an hour carefully climbing, only for a single lobby against a more skilled healer to erase most of that gain. The rating swings are severe enough that they have nearly made me quit healing more than once. The main thing that keeps me queuing is FOMO. I mean, the rewards you can get, even though they're not clearly displayed what you're able to achieve without looking up a YouTube video. But at at this point, I have the season rewards I was aiming for. The problem is that information about exactly what is available is often unclear in game, and that's why I feel like if more people knew, it would get more people into PvP, right? But that's not the most glaring issue. Many players search for the videos just to find like what they can get in the game, and having a progress system, sort of like renown, would help garner interest, I would say. So, what PvP desperately needs, based on a somewhat seasoned player, I wouldn't say I'm a pro or anything, but PvP lacks a proper renown style track, something visible or satisfying, and at least partially independent of the volatile rating system that WoW has. A clearer long-term progression path would give players a reason to queue, even on days when lobbies feel stacked or the rating system feels punishing. It would ease pure FOMO, fear of missing out, and that pressure, and it will give healers and DPS a stronger sense that their time is valued beyond a number that can drop sharply in one round. Overlapping rewards across modes can help. Like I know a lot of people don't want to be forced into PvP, but that's another issue when it comes to balancing and teaching or helping new players get into the game mode. But having unannounced features or long gaps between new battlegrounds as well. Um, every expansion, I expect there to be a battleground, and they haven't added one in such a long time since. Well, this expansion is they finally added one, but not, from what I've heard online, not many people like it. Um, and there's a rating system that continues to confuse even experienced players and compound that frustration. When the same categories of issues return season after season and responses feel limited, many players simply stop queuing. Blizzard has demonstrated strong progression systems elsewhere. Mythic Plus, for example, has a clear language of what they want around keys and what rewards you can get in different posts. I've seen more posts about that compared to PvP. And raids as well, like they're advertised as the main expansion or patch feature, and rightfully so. I would say most people do PvP or PvE, but I mean raids have difficulty tiers, and renown tracks have proven highly engaging. I would say that the last season of the War Within, a lot of people liked that raid having a renown track, but PvP players are asking for similar respects for their time and investment. Until core pain points around MMR volatility reward clarity and separation, class balance, longevity, and sustained content support receive more consistent attention. Low activity numbers should not come as a surprise. Players are not demanding perfection. They're asking for a competitive mode that does not actively punish continued investment, and then they wonder why fewer people show up. Um, I do remember recently they added Decor Duel as technically PvP. I mean, it's not interesting enough for people who want to play their class, and because I would say the the main shining point or selling point for World of Warcraft is the combat, using your abilities. So one thing that I was thinking of, I do remember when PvP was promised to be equalized, or everyone has equal gear, but I, I feel like the community that had there was a lot of backlash for that when that was the case, but I feel like that's just like any other game that's successful when it comes to PvP or competitiveness, like is equalization of gear. I mean, everyone goes into certain game modes with the same amount of gear. It will prevent people from queuing in PvE gear, or um, you won't have the question of whether was it my skill, or did I win because I have more gear, or so. I mean, I feel like world PvP, that would be a good thing. It's like you can farm certain gear to be stronger in world PvP. When it comes to instance PvP like this, I feel like it would have been better if gear was normalized, and and instead of having to conquest at the start of the season, like you have more people engaging because they know they're on a level playing field from the get go, and it's one thing that I feel like it won't go into fruition, or it won't become reality, because a lot of people will get upset that they can't overpower other players, and but that's what world PvP is for. So um, again, thanks for watching this video, and enjoy the rest of the gameplay. Catch you in the next one.
I see who the strongest mortals are. For now.
しもーし。クレイジーダイヤモンド。クレイジーダイヤモンド。クレイジーダイヤモンド。おい、大丈夫か。バリアだぜ。やべえ。グレート。めんどくせえ。はあ。グレートだぜ。
So close.
クレイジーダイヤモン
This just means more entertainment for me.
ド。もしもーし。グレートだぜ。グレートっすよ。おい、大丈夫か。もしもーし。グレートっすよ。てめえ。ジダイヤモンド。
So I see who the strongest mortals are. For now,